Hello! Today at papermuse.co, I'm doing a short demonstration to show you how to assemble layered wedding invitations and a custom printed envelope liner. So the first thing you're going to want to do whenever you're doing an assembly project for wedding invitations is wash your hands. So often the oils in your hands can transfer onto various stocks, and especially if you're using cotton stock or any kind of matte stock, it really seems to pick up oils in your fingers. So make sure you wash and dry your hands really well. Set out all of your supplies in a nice clean space. Maybe turn on some music, feel relaxed, but I do advise no alcohol. So with your order, you should have received either glue dots or double-sided tape. That's what we have here. And I'll start with the envelope liner, and we'll move the invitations out to the side for now. With the envelope liner, you'll receive both the outer envelope or the inner envelope and your liner. At Paper Muse, our liners have a score here. So you're going to want to pre-fold all of your liners. That will make the make everything go a little bit more smoothly and faster. I don't want you to rush, but pre-folding everything will make things go a little bit faster. So you have your score line here with your liner, and here's the score line here with your envelope. So what you're going to want to do is take your envelope liner and put it into your envelope. And you're going to take your thumbs and you're going to position it in the center there. It's going to want to mimic that curve here right beneath the gum of the envelope. Then you're going to take your double-sided tape, fold this down, and you're going to take approximately, I would say, 2.5 or 3 inches of tape, and you're going to put it as close to the edge of that liner as you can without going over the edge. You don't want the tape to stick out of the edges. So one piece there, and one piece on this side, same thing, as close as you can to that edge without going over. I don't find it necessary to put any tape along the bottom. 2 pieces of tape here at the top is perfectly fine. And then again, just double check to make sure that this curve is mimicking that curve and that they're lined up properly. And then you can press it down. There you have your lined envelope. Set that aside. So here we have your invitation, and these are your matte or your layering cards, whatever you'd like to call them. So we have our cards here, and what we're going to do is a similar process where we're going to turn the invitation over. You're going to take your double-sided tape. Here you're going to want to use maybe approximately 4.5 inches for the long sides of the card. Again, as close to the edge as you can without going over. Here we are, maybe 4.5 inches or so along the long sides, and maybe approximately 3 inches for the bottom and top. Put that there. And here. So you're going to flip your invitation over, and you're going to use your thumbs and your forefinger to help you position this. This is the part where you're going to use these 2 fingers, put them on the side, and you're going to place the invitation in the center of the card. And while you do this, visually check to make sure that it's balanced on this side, balanced here, here, here. And if it's balanced on all of these sides, it's naturally going to be balanced on the final part. So there we are, a perfectly placed invitation. So then you take your invitation and you slide it into your envelope. This particular invitation does not have any enclosure cards, so there are no other cards that need to go in here. Slide that in like that, and then you can seal it. We recommend that you use a tiny bit of either glue stick or they have envelope moisteners that have a little bit more adhesive in them. Just be very meticulous when you do it. I personally prefer glue stick because it's not wet, and I just take a tiny bit and put it there and make sure that it's very nicely sealed. Often the adhesives here on the envelopes, especially after the pandemic, the adhesives are not as strong as they either once were or they are using a different chemical to put on envelopes. And we have noticed that often these adhesives on the envelopes are not sticking as well as you want them to. Clearly they should work, but with your wedding invitations, there's no reason to not gild the lily a little bit and add just a tiny bit of glue stick, or again, the moistener that has a tiny bit of adhesive. We do include that in your order for just to be safe and make sure that your assembly goes perfectly. So here you are. So you do that and clearly stamp and address. I hope that this was helpful. Have a great day.